How's it going, chicks and mates? This is Mrjacharles, and we're here with the Let's Talk number 6. Oh, missed you guys. Well, then again, really, I've seen you guys daily, but you know, these Let's Talks, it's like you and me, talking to me, brothers and sisters. Anyway, this time I wanted to talk about something that's a bit more what drives me. So, the meaning of life. What is the meaning of life? Like, if you're talking on a scientific view, I don't think there's an answer. This is more a philosophical view. If you're not a philosophical person, it's probably not your thing, but even so, I'm probably going to enlighten you a bit about me, so yeah. My general opinion of what is the meaning of life, philosophically, is you create your own meaning. Now, what does that mean? I think basically at a young age, when you're able to figure out what is your purpose, you go for it. You go for it and you don't give up, no matter what. My basic story is, I was a kid that was at home gaming a lot of the time, and that hasn't really changed much. But there was one instance where my cousin was... He was getting into writing. It was more one of those, like... It's one of those things that you try out once when you're a kid, and then you're like, oh, that's alright, then you do something else. But we were both into Yu-Gi-Oh! At the time, and the card he was writing about was Blackluster Soldier. And I think both of us loved the model of the card, but he loved it especially so much, he tried writing a story about it, and he did it in, like, Microsoft Word. And the moment I saw that, I thought, wow, that must be really cool to bring a card to life. And then I got the idea to start my own story. I wanted to do one about Doctor Who. Then there came another point in my life where I think I'd just finished the first bit, 'cause it was only like, 5 pages? I've still got it somewhere. I think it's back at my parents'. But I was starting to write the second, and I remember when I told my dad about it, he actually said, it's going to sound harsh, but he actually said one of the most impactful things that's actually ever happened in my life. He said, you need to try and make your own stuff, as well as like copying off people to get your idea out there. It was something like that. But the basic fact is, it actually set my purpose in life, which is to become a writer. And in fact, if it weren't for those two events, I wouldn't be here YouTubing right now, because my whole purpose is around getting my book out and then doing it again and again and just getting the word out there, because that is what I've set myself to do. So, people out there watching, you hipsters that are trying to find what they should do with their lives, find something you love. Find something that is brilliant. Maybe you're inspired by, like, freaking goldfish and you want to be like a fish store owner or something. I don't know, but you get my point. When you find something that clicks so good, I am wielding this pen too much right now, I'm going to put it down. But when you find something that really means something for you, don't give up on it. That's exactly what I've done. I know it's been 10 years and maybe I don't have much to show for it, but I firmly believe one day I'm going to make it as a writer. And you know what? Even as a YouTuber. In fact, I've already made it as a YouTuber because I'm already making videos and doing what I want. I could have probably no views on my videos, but I'd still consider that a success. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the meaning of life. Let me know what you think life's all about. So I'm going to address, like, the usual issues now. The main one being the Diginex collab. Now, I would have thought I'd be able to record it at the weekend. Here's basically what happened. So last weekend, we were going to do it, but then I went round the base house. I think I already told you that. This Friday, we were about to do it. I think I was ready, but then Diginex had to go somewhere. So I thought, oh, okay, I'll watch the Batman vs Superman film, because, you know, I'm not doing much else in my time. But whilst I did that, Diginex, like, messaged me saying she was ready, and I completely overlooked it, and then, by then, we were both just too sleepy to, like, record. I did intend Saturday and Sunday, but I haven't heard anything from her. So once again, that's going to be delayed again. But I assure you, when it comes out, it's going to be, like, more anticipated than, like, the Justice League film. Right, technical difficulties. So, I've bought a new microphone, which should probably have a little more power than the microphone I'm using. The one I bought is £10, and the one this one I've got right now is £10. But the one I bought is £100, and it's I think Blue Yeti. It's one of the good ones. It's £100 one. It was meant to come in the post yesterday, but it didn't. So what's probably going to happen with videos is my videos coming up, which is Yu-Gi-Oh and Herbs, they're going to probably be on like this microphone, and then maybe 1 or 2 of the Congregate games are going to be on this microphone too, but the rest should be on the new microphone. Hopefully it'll come tomorrow, but who knows? I mean, these postmen, right? I mean, who knows what they do with your boxes and letters? Right, Game of the Week. This has probably been the hardest decision I've had to make in terms of Game of the Week, because I don't think I had one game which I was disappointed in. All of them were good. I'll break down you one by one why I don't think these ones wouldn't make it. So the first one, Quick Horrors. Great game. I wouldn't say generic, but I would say I think it needs more development before I would consider it Game of the Week. So, good game, and definitely worth playing, but don't think it's my Game of the Week. There was Epic Battle Fantasy 4. Again, great game. It wasn't underdeveloped. It definitely had a lot going for it. It's more that Epic Battle Fantasy 4 had already been done, and there wasn't anything... I wasn't into it. I've played Final Fantasy games and been like, oh wow, I love that. But this just felt like just another RPG... Maybe not just another RPG game, but it didn't draw me in enough for it to be considered my Game of the Week. Filler the game. I have to acknowledge it's a game, apparently. It was a great game, but there wasn't enough content for me, so I don't think I can consider that Game of the Week. Clarence's Big Chance. Hilarious, absolutely award-winning narrative. If there was like a narrative of the week, that would be like narrative of the year. But the gameplay was a bit too complicated. I didn't know what I was doing, so that one came close to being a nominee, but I couldn't in the end. I didn't know what I was doing. The 2 games I have left is Kingdom Rush, which is the tower defense game, and William and Sly 2. Now, with the Kingdom Rush game, it's a brilliant game, and if you haven't played a tower defense game, A, where have you been, because they've been out centuries now, and B, you need to play that one. You really need to play that one for your first tower defense game. Graphics were amazing, weapons were amazing, upgrades. It was a bit of a not generic, but it was your typical iOS, iPhone, iPad game. I don't play iPad games often, so I wouldn't know. But I do know you get games like that, like Cut the Rope, where you get a level, you have to get 3 stars, etc. I think I'm going to have to go for William and Sly 2, though, for Game of the Week. I only say that because it had a certain level of difference about it. It was more, you have to really ingest yourself into the game. There was a lot of lore behind it. I didn't know what I was doing, but I know that they had put like a lot of plot in there, a lot of effort in there. There's a lot you can do, collect mushrooms for whatever reason, solve riddles, do the totem poles. I think there's a lot you can do in that game, considering it was like one of the Congregate games of the days. So, for that detail and for that awesome HD Fox, I'm calling the Game of the Week this week to be William and Sly 2. Good game. Alright, so sub count at the moment is at 46 subscribers, which is brilliant. I love it. I think we've gone up like 10 subs. Is it 10 subs? I know we were in the 30s last week, but it is amazing to see so many new people. And you know what? I'm looking at you guys' content. I've been looking mainly at PlayStation 1 games at the moment. There's been a few I have my eye on now. I really want to see more Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase Let's Plays, but since they're old games, you don't see many of them anymore. It's annoying, and it's also annoying when you see so many Overwatch videos and No Man's Sky when they're everywhere. They don't escape YouTube. There's like the equivalent to the number of the humans inhabiting the Earth amount of videos. But you know what? 46 subs, you guys rock. Thank you. And we're so close to 50. That is an amazing milestone. I love you. Thank you. Future videos, right. I've already said you're going to be expecting some Yu-Gi-Oh! And you're going to be expecting some Herbs. I've been grinding on them both, so you'll see a little bit of difference compared to what it was before. There's a lot of new cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I've been leveling up a lot of stats for I'm a Pooh. He is now a strong Pooh. His poo is like the kind of poo that could break a man's anus. But I will break it down to you when I do the Let's Play, which I'm going to do after this video. It's going to be your typical Congregate games, and I think same old loop, really. There's nothing massive coming up. If I can get Diginex to collab with me some point this week or today, then I definitely will, because it is overdue. But that's about it, guys. It's been great this week. Brilliant choice of games. I hope I get the same kind of, like, quality of games. And hey, I've also finished Cube Escape Theatre now. I'm thinking the next puzzle game is going to stay within the Rusty Lake stuff, because I really like their games. And it's really funny to see myself rage. I'm not sure whether to go for Birthday, or there was another one. I don't remember what it's called, though. But we'll see. Or maybe I will go for something different. But I think it's probably going to be a Rusty Lake game coming out every Sunday now, until I run out of Rusty Lake games. But yeah, it's been a great week. And you know what? I hope another great week comes and we get to see some exciting poop happen. Anyway, look out for my book. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time. See ya. My hand wasn't in that at all, was it? Look. There you go. Now you can have my hand. Bye.